Every year for 5 days in May, the grounds of the Royal Hospital in Chelsea are transformed. There are fabulous show gardens, inspirational small gardens and vibrant horticultural displays that make up the world's most famous flower show. Now, there's something for everyone in the Chelsea Flower Show. Sci-fi lovers, for example, should check out the TARDIS. It makes a special appearance to celebrate the changes in cultivation since Doctor Who began. And there may be other surprises jumping out from the foliage at Chelsea. Now, it may be in the heart of southwest London, but such is the reputation of the Chelsea Flower Show that it attracts exhibitors from all over the world. One of the exhibitors from different parts of the globe is the Flemings and Trailfinders Garden. That's the Australian garden. Now, the Aussie garden actually won a gold medal last year, so the pressure is on to a certain extent. And with me is Wes Fleming. Wes, you had an awful lot to do with this garden, of course, yep. And much of its influence actually comes from the state of Victoria as well. Tell me a bit about it.
Well, I do have to correct you initially, Ben, is that there's much more pressure on because we've won gold medals the last 2 years. So, but this particular garden is purely Victorian based. The designer, Mark Browning, is based in Malvern, Victoria. All the materials have come from Victoria, including the bluestone from Warrnambool. So it's a very, very Melbourne garden. When we set about designing this garden for Chelsea, we went down a Melbourne theme. Melbourne is recognised as being the style capital of Australia. It's got a little bit more class, a little bit more edgy than the other capital cities. And what we've come up with is very sleek, it's sophisticated, it's got some real elements of class about it. Everybody walking past, they all say the same thing. It's just something out of the box. It's unique, it's challenging, it's a beautiful space.
Finally, when they do come to see your garden, people here, which particular bit should they look out for?
Oh, well, look, that's up to the individual. But my favourite is the copse of weeping purple fagus or weeping purple beech. At the back of the garden, that is the backdrop to the sculpture. To see the trees used in that way is just stunning, and Mark has done an amazing job.
How much fun is it for you to come over here and put this kind of thing together?
It's spin out, it's fantastic. It's a lot of work. It's 11 months of the year just gone. But to see it built and looking as good as it does, I'm very proud.
How competitive do you get with the other gardens?
Not at all. We meet for beers down at the Rose and Crown after work, and the camaraderie in garden shows is quite phenomenal. People beg, borrow and steal from each other, and what goes around comes around. It's the whole horticultural industry seems to be like that. Wherever I've been in garden shows, that's the way it is.
How many times have you actually been here to the Chelsea show?
Never. I've never been to Chelsea. I've heard about Chelsea and I've read about Chelsea and I've seen Chelsea on the news, and Chelsea's big news in Australia. It's especially in a place like Melbourne, which is very garden orientated.
Mark, thank you very much indeed. And so here at the Chelsea Flower Show, there are going to be 157,000 visitors this year. They're going to get through 8,000 bottles of champagne, 110,000 cups of tea, and also 20,000 glasses of Pimm's. Mark and I are off to have one now. Cheers.